I think the only thing I need to do is get
Swole?
hardware. It's too light.
Well, it's Saturday and it's hot as balls, but we still came down here to work on our cars.
That sweat. The sweat is already real.
It's not great.
So it's about noon, and all we've done so far is unpackage our new Koyo Radiators, but the shop is a complete mess. Alex already took over one lift, doesn't know what the hell he's doing.
It's not true.
Hey.
I know what I'm doing.
What are you doing?
Why are you working in the dark?
The lights are too hot.
Are there no lights here?
I don't think there are lights, man.
There's lights right there, man. It's a whole...
You don't need a light when you have the best tool in the business.
Dude.
Oh, man.
It's a whole new world.
Crazy difference.
So Alex had this crazy idea to lighten his 335i by about 500 pounds by buying a 1 Series. So we're gonna put his car completely back to stock.
I hope we.
He thinks but he knows he's not gonna get very far without my help. Fact.
Stay tuned for the next show. It's called Vinny. That's where Vinny comes in to save the day every single time.
So even though you guys think I'm actually just a hack, I actually know what I'm doing a little bit.
So fat.
Or just more than these guys. I
Fat
don't know.
cows.
All right, so
What we're really here for, though, is this guy.
this guy? He looks hard at work.
He already blew out his shoelaces and his socks.
What's wrong with my shoelaces?
This is what we're actually here for. We got some sick Koyo radiators because Vin's car overheats all the time and I'm a ricer.
It's actually not true. My car's been pretty good now that I put the stock radiator back in, but it has like 120,000 miles on it, and it has plastic end tanks. Always a little sketched out about it, so we're gonna upgrade.
I'm running the stock fan switch and some aftermarket hoses. You don't need like aftermarket thermostat, aftermarket fan switch when you're on stock power.
Yeah, and that thing ran good at Auto Club, and it was hot as balls that day. I'm gonna run stock mechanical fan with the auxiliary fan in the front because that seemed to be the best recipe. I already played around with trying an electrical fan, and I really didn't like it. It was also not my favorite on the street because I had it die while stuck in traffic, and that was a real pain in the ass.
Those of you who want to do your own radiator installs, we're gonna try to do a little bit of a step-by-step to go through it. So I'm just gonna run through the quickness, and then you'll catch up with us in between time-lapse stuff. The first thing you have to do is obviously drain all the fluids, then detach the hoses, detach any wiring. You see my E-fans, those are stock, have all the wiring hooked up. Detach the fan switch, for me is in the bottom, and then obviously take off the stays and pull it out. For my car, I have to take the intake box off as well, but I think Vin's might be a lot easier. What the shit?
Perfect tool for the job.
I'm using a spatula to take out these clips. I've already done this radiator job like 7 times on this car, so it's pretty easy. Pull the clutch fan out, the shroud, unbolt
That's a beefy assembly for that clutch fan.
Unbolt the oil cooler from the bottom. Okay. And then what I'm gonna do is blow out my AC condenser, because there's no way I'm removing my AC, and try to get out all the crap. I'm sure it's got 130,000 miles worth of like shit stuffed in it.
That's a good call.
I don't know, cut to the time lapse.
I guess a pro tip that we kind of overlooked is we have to let them cool down a little bit more.
Well, you don't have to.
Yeah, but
I mean, I don't really want to deal with it. Yeah. So we're gonna go mod some containers to drain coolant into.
all right, so real quick, we're gonna cut up these 5-gallon jugs just to put our coolant in.
Cut? No, they're on the board, dude.
Nobody cut themselves, and we got it off.
That was sketchy.
Yeah. Let's see if it works.
I gotta pop the clip off.
I guess I'll pull it up here.
You don't have a little drain plug?
No, it sucks.
Pull behind you.
It's gonna be real hot. Oh, it's not gonna come out yet. Alex, you think you can swing?
I'll put it back into
Whoa.
Oh yeah.
There it is. There it is, boys. Well, Vin made a decent mess, but he got his radiator out.
This is the messiest job. There's no way to do this without making a huge mess.
Yeah.
Don't care what anyone says.
Mine, I'm gonna let it, it's still trickling a little bit, so I'm just gonna let it keep going and try to get the new hoses in. So I got it disconnected from the radiator, but the top hose is
Oh dang, that sucks.
in there. I can't even really get a good angle in it. It's buried in there. So I'm gonna figure out how to get into that real quick.
This is the most JDM thing I've ever seen. Are you in your engine bay?
Is that a cuddle spot?
It's an S2000. You could live in here. This is the size of like a New York apartment.
You ever been in New York?
I've been one time.
Was that, were you staying in an apartment this big?
No, I was staying in New Jersey.
You said you've been to New York, but you were in New Jersey?
No, we're in Jersey
Yeah,
for
we
Formula
got you.
Drift, but I went to BH Photo to check it out.
Oh, that's respect, right?
I always start wearing gloves. And it ends this way.
The gloves just don't work,
I don't know
man.
what to do. Nipple works though. Show that to the people.
Who can say where the road goes?
They've seen it a lot already. Don't comment below if you like more or less nipple. You're not gonna get it.
You're not gonna get more or less.
Yeah, you're just gonna get the same amount of nipple you always get.
All right, I got my new upper hose on. Meanwhile, Vin is ready to rock. Put his shit in the car.
I think the only thing I need to do is get hardware. It's too late. Get hardware for my oil cooler.
Oh yeah, you gotta swap all your old hardware over.
No, it came with all new hardware
Oh really?
for like the fan shroud and stuff, but my oil cooler bolts to the bottom.
Oh, okay.
And I don't know if they're the same. I just need to
All right, he's gonna do that. Pay attention to that camera in a second. Yep. So I got my new hoses in. Here's the top one. Looks a little dirty, I'll clean it up. There's the bottom one. I just went with black because I want to keep it as clean as possible and not super ricer because it's already a Honda, so it's always super
That's the one
ricer.
that put a red seat on a blue car.
Clean on the inside, rice on the outside.
Nice.
Yeah. It looks like Vin's already buttoning up his new radiator. It looks
Yeah,
super
good.
clean.
Dropped right in. Everything seems like it fits.
Did you get coolant in yet?
No, not yet. We'll do that last. Make a mess.
Getting that fan on still. Well, all right, I'm gonna pull mine out and then I have to swap all the fans over to my new radiator. So I'm gonna do that next and drop her in. Cool, so this is out. The fan switch has to go here and they come with an adapter for 06 to 09s, but mine's a 05, so I'm just gonna take that, put it right there. And then the fans, there's just the 3 bolts on one and it looks like 3 on the other and 2 clips. So you want to save all of this when you pull it off and the little grommets at the bottom as well as your stays because they have grommets and then swap it all over and reuse it. So I'm gonna get to that right now.
And that's why they gave you that polished finish.
Bam, she's done. She's all buttoned up. You can't tell with VINN'S, but it's in there. So we got some sick Koyo Radiators. Our cars are gonna stay a lot cooler. I think our next event is Super Lap Battle in Button Willow.
It's always hot as shit.
Look who finally
Oh,
decided to show up, internet.
in this.
The internet.
I don't even know what you're doing. It looks
Oh,
like,
dude, Koyo Radiator, Samco hoses.
I like your new red interior.
Thank you.
It's fire.
I
It's
like
fire.
it. I like it. I like it.
It's like Squirtle's wearing a red backpack.
Yeah, it kind of works.
Pretty tight.
It helps the blue look less gross. Who is that?
Stop.
Someone's creeping. All right, peace out, Hurt. So we're done working on the cars. This is pretty much the end to our Saturday. This is usually how it ends. Hurt on the sim, everybody else watching, especially. So, but yeah,
Hey,
we did it.
good job, man. Good job.
It's Saturday. We're tired now, so that's a wrap.
Right, dude. Give people more energy. Come on, the people deserve more energy. Or it's not working today. It's Saturday.
I know Will has that anger inside of him. What? Just let it out with a rap. Just let it out with a rap. That's a rap.
VTech's really gonna pop now.